What's up, ACC? I'm Angie, your children's minister with the Kids On Lesson for November 1st. Last week, we learned about our first story in Unit 25, which is called Jesus' Early Ministry. Today, we're going to learn about our second story. For our beginning activity, we're going to talk about where you are from. Look at a map, or a globe even. Talk about where each person in your family was born. You can even talk about where your extended family was born, like your grandparents. I was born in Louisville, Kentucky. Here are some more examples.
Hey, Monty, do you know where you were born?
Decatur, Illinois.
And I was born in Manchester, New Hampshire. We were born in two different places.
That's cool.
Cool.
I was born in Manila, Philippines.
I was born in Decatur, Illinois.
Thanks, everyone. You can also talk about some of the places your family members have visited or would like to visit someday. In our story today, John the Baptist tells people that Jesus is special because of where he came from. Our story this week is called Jesus and John the Baptist, and it comes from the book of John, chapter 3, verses 22 through 36. Jesus and his friends left the city of Jerusalem and went into the countryside. Jesus taught the people about God, and many were baptized. John the Baptist was nearby, and he was baptizing people too. Some of the people had questions about Jesus. They wondered why people were following him and why his disciples were baptizing people. John answered, "I am not the Messiah. I am the messenger who goes before the Messiah. Jesus is the Messiah God promised." John told his followers to think about a wedding. When two people get married, the man is called the groom. His friend stands with him and is happy to be there. John felt like a groom's friend, and Jesus was the groom. John was happy that Jesus, the Messiah, had come. John said, "Jesus must become greater as I become less." But why was Jesus more important than John? Because John was from the earth, and he could only tell people about things on earth. But Jesus came to earth from heaven. He could talk about things in heaven since he had seen them. John said, God sent Jesus to earth, and Jesus speaks God's words. Everything Jesus says is true because God always tells the truth. Then John said, God loves his son, Jesus. He has given him power over everything. Whoever believes in Jesus will live forever with God in heaven. God gave John the Baptist a special job. He got people ready for Jesus. Since Jesus had come to earth to begin his ministry, John's job was finished. For our lesson activity, we're going to draw a picture of what you think heaven is going to look like. Heaven is a place that is like nowhere else. There's no crying or pain or hunger. It is perfect. Jesus left that perfect place to come to earth and teach people about God. He came to show people what God is like. Work together as a family and talk about your drawings when you're all done. I want to see your drawings too, so post a picture in the comments below for a gift card challenge. Story of the Week card. For our game, we're going to play a game called Mission Complete. Make a list of 5 or 10 tasks that your family can complete together. Here are some suggestions. Work together with your family to complete your mission. In our story, John's mission was complete when Jesus started his ministry. At dinner one night, talk about how John gladly stepped aside and gave Jesus the glory as Messiah. How can we give our lives to God and step aside, giving him all the glory? Then for the family activity, conduct a science experiment with size or weight or value. So compare things like objects, animals, or even math equations and talk about which ones are bigger or heavier or more in value. John said that he must become less as Jesus became greater. Be sure to pray with your family every day. Parents, join us for prayer time on Facebook Live. That's it for this week, folks. Next week, we will learn about Jesus meeting a Samaritan woman. I wonder what happens.